Hello and welcome here to the third round of the Craftsman Cup series. I'm your commentator as per usual, and we are here at a different sort of Las Vegas. They had a massive makeover during the night. The organisers kind of were surprised that the CCS has made a comeback, and they have done it all up for us, all nice and beautifully done. The qualifying was, it was kind of unexpected there, but well done to the organisers for making this race a little bit more special than what it was in qualifying. Anyway, getting back to the action here today, RJ Bishop will put his Frosties, Kellogg's Frosties Chevrolet on the pole. I forgot what manufacturer it was. And next time will be a Trek Torga. And then on row 2 will be the 75 of Ry Hayden. And if you can just see there, the yellow bonnets with the yellow number 7, that is Michael Norman, banged up from Auto Club a week ago. But he'll be running on morphine, and he probably won't be feeling any pain whatsoever, as the adrenaline will kick in for 54 laps around Las Vegas. So as the patriotic pace car goes out onto the track, and there's all 42 head out as well. Here is a look at how the starting grid will look for the third round here at Las Vegas. See there on the bottom left of the screen, as I was said there, 54 laps around Las Vegas. Safety car will pull off into the pit lane, makes the hard exit, and RJ Bishop is going to get the field underway. 54 laps around Las Vegas. The green flag is out in the air. It's showtime again in the CCS. RJ Bishop, it looks like he's going to lead the first lap, but look at the run that the 75 of the rookie Ry Hayden does. He's going to try and go around the outside for the race lead. Can he do it? Oh, he's got a great one now. Looks like the middle line is the best line, and yeah, Ry Hayden makes the lead. What a good pass that was. And now Torga, he's going to go to the inside for second place on bull setter. But it just looks like to me that the second line is the quicker line, as Michael Norman puts his Chevrolet up into third position. What a power move that was there from the rookie Ry Hayden, around the outside of the lead of RJ Bishop. Unheard of, unheard of. Still all 42 cars there, still looking like double file. Let's have a look further back through the field. Let's have a look where the current joint championship leaders are at the moment. There is Zachary Fitzwater. He is currently across the line 22nd. There he goes then, makes his way into 1 and 2. And the other current championship leader, Nathan Allman, he came across the line last time by in 29th. There he is. Got the rookie Stephen Cole on just up ahead. Meanwhile, back up front with the leader yet again, Ry Hayden, then leading laps in the 75 for Galaxy Motorsports. Looking again at the pace car. Ry Hayden, RJ Bishop, Michael Norman. So it's a rookie 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there's some smoke. There's some smoke in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Caution is out then. First time here today. And it is Jamie Smith. Jamie Smith involved, as well as a couple of other drivers as well. Brandon Disco, who had a great race out at Auto Club last week. Nico Ketchum is involved. And also Noah Hart is also involved. Paul Tietmeyer got a piece of it and all. So the safety car comes out onto the track. And that is the end for Jamie Smith. Jamie Smith's day is done. The Sitco Ford for the Root Brothers Racing. Yep, the engine has gave up and he is going to drive into the pits to retire. And Ry Hayden has actually picked up the pace car. In fact, oh, he's going to make them. They're all going to make pit stops. Okay, then. So everyone else is going to be making pit stops. Yep, indeed they all are. Anyone else staying out? Nope, looks like they're all going into the pit lane. So we'll check on the replays after we see who will come out in the lead. It's obviously not a good camera angle there for the pit lane. That's a sort of better view, but we'll stick it on the spectator mode. So we'll keep an eye out then on Ry Hayden. Who's going to come out ahead as they will go back to the green flag? So all of the drivers will come in. Is it just a fuel-only stop? Will they put tyres on? Looks like they're mostly putting right side tyres on. Is it just a 2-tyre stop maybe? Or are they going for all 4s? Levi goes first. He goes for 2 tyres. RJ Bishop's going for 4 tyres. But Trek Torga leads the way. I think Ry Hayden also put on some 4 tyres. I wasn't really paying attention to him as the whole field all scattered out. Out goes Ry now. Probably put some more fuel on the car. So, yeah, we're going to have a look at the caution, the last lap by, to see what happened to Jamie Smith. Before we actually see the caution, there was an incident prior to this. Keep your eye out here on the 18 of Noah Hart. He gets very close to the back of Jessica Shelton. There's the contact, and Noah gets into Jesse Turner, and there was nowhere for Richard Johnson to go. And you know, teammates make contact, and Noah hits the outside wall pretty hard there. Took a pretty good leg. Now pay your attention to here. So you've got there's Sefco. He is going to go onto the inside, as well as Zachary Fitzwater and the 10 of Charles Sanfer. But then Seth comes back onto the track. Charles made it safe. Zachary made it safe, but not Seth. He gets into Nico Ketchum. And Jamie Smith with a hard impact with the wall. That was nearly a head-on impact. Branta Disco also hit the wall pretty hard too. And that also collected Noah Hart in the process. So there were some pretty vicious hits that actually brought out the first caution. So let's have a look at some replays of this accident. There we go, on board with Noah Hart. This is when he'll make the contact with Jessica Shelton right here. That's where Richard Johnson hits them really hard. Yeah, Noah got 2 bites at the cherry at both of them from Jamie Smith. Sees the carnage up ahead. And one more view from Dylan Pulte as Carson Gunn blocks Pulte. Yeah, quite a few hard hits there. Anyway, We've seen the pit stops, so we'll get back to the green flag. Welcome back then to Las Vegas here at the CCS, and we're going to get back to some green flag racing here for your excitement. We're going to be on lap 10 out of 54. Trent Talker came into the pits 4th, but comes out as the leader, so he will get 5 bonus points for leading laps. Levi McIntyre in 2nd place, followed by Trent Dunham in 3rd, Matt McIntyre in 4th, Noah Cars in 5th, Matt McLean having a good race so far. He's in 6th position. RJ Bishop putting 4 tyres on, so watch out for him. He could be a threat on the restart. He restarts 7th place. Joshua Collard in a fine 8th. Michael Norman in 10th. And Wes McCall completing the top 10 as we are back underway. Wow, Trek got an absolutely brilliant start. Levi caught napping on the start. Someone just scraped the wall. And you see Trent Dunham has gone up into 2nd place. He goes around the outside of Levi McIntyre. I want to see what the 5 is doing with those 4 fresher tyres compared to the other drivers who's got 2. And Trent is looking really racy here. He wants to lead this thing. It looks like RJ has made a pass. I think he's up into 6th position. He has. Yep, he has managed to get by Matt McLean. So the post setup with those 4 tyres is working its way up to back onto the front. As Levi McIntyre wants to get 2nd place back on Dunham, but just you watch the middle lane just be far more superior than the inside lane. And as a result of that, RJ Bishop managed to get by Levi McIntyre. So that's 5th place now. Going for 4th on the outside of Noah Carr. Look how fast they are. RJ Bishop might have an absolute rocket ship of a Chevrolet. He's up to 4th place. He restarted 7th. He's already gained 3 places on the restart. Let's have a look further back through the field. Let's change the camera angles to Michael Norman in 7th. Matt McLean in 8th. Cody Lamas in 9th. And he's going to go on the outside of both the 7 and the 8. So as it looks at the moment, he's going to gain a couple of positions as a result. He's already passed Matt McLean, so that puts him into 8th place. Now side by side with Michael Norman. And Wes McCall and Joshua Collard are close together. And now Brandon Ross in the 3. He's also on the outside. And Ry Hayden there too. Ry Hayden, who led a couple of laps early on. There he is now in 13th place. Looks like he's going to lose a spot to Dylan Young, who's also on the outside of him as well. And there is the 27 of Chris Summers, bogged down in traffic. Let's ride on board then with the Season 2 champion as he makes his way through Turn 1. On the inside of Stefan Papiez. And there you can see Andy McCrory. He just drives around the outside and passes him. Now Chris needs a great finish. He comes into this race last in the championship. He's had 2 bad races. He can't afford to have a 3rd one. There goes Danny Wells along the outside too. Oh, Papiez! Who did he make contact with? That might be Ry Hayden, but they all keep it together. So Chris Summers then falling down through the field, but he's going to have the middle lane, the best lane as it is, and then cuts onto the inside. Look at the run he gets too. Danny just gives him the room. Great racing there, all for 18th place. There's Diego Espina trying to make a move on the inside. That's not going to work, as we've seen. The middle line is the better line. Stephen Colon in 20th position. Followed behind by last week's winner, Christian Martin, in 21st spot. So he's gained a few spots since the start of the race. Started 31st, so he's gained 10 spots from the start. So good on Christian for that. Richard Johnson, who had no fault of his own for getting into the back of his own teammate Noah Hart. No fault whatsoever. Nathan Hudson in 23rd. Cole Diva in 24th. Kyle Matthews. He qualified poorly as well. 35th. And he's gained 10 spots. And he tries to have a look on the inside of the 42, which he doesn't do. Jessica Shelton, 26th. Summer Oskin needs a good race. Down there in 28th. And there is the joint championship leader, Nathan Ormond, about to be passed by Carson Gum in the number 17 Roush Racing DeWalt Ford. Carson crossed the line in 29th. He started 42nd, so he's slowly, methodically working out his way out through the field. And at the back of the pack there you can see Seth Cole round out the field there in 38th position with the other driver that was involved in the accident, Dylan Pote. Jeremy Tackles in 35th. And just ahead of him is the joint championship leader, Brant Tedisco, Noah Hart and Nico Ketchum. 41 drivers still in the race, only Jamie Smith yet the only driver to be out of the race, as Levi McIntyre tries to go for second place again on Trent Dunham, but still they can't have anything for the 66. Or will Trent have the run? Yeah, Trek had the run. I mean, Trent Dunham had the run, but Trek saw it coming and protects to hold on to the lead. And again, Trent goes to the inside. Also notice too, Noah Cars has regained 4th place on RJ Bishop. The last time we saw them two. As they start to fan out double file. Could be working on some pit stops quite soon, I have to say. I think they'll be doing about 18 laps on these tyres. Look at them, they're crossing the line at over 200 miles an hour. Trent still in second place. Noah Cars to the inside of Levi McIntyre. That would be for 3rd position, but like his is. The middle line is just so much stronger. And look at Cody Lammers. Oh, watch out for the 93. The 93 is going to go around the outside of RJ Bishop. That'll be for 5th place. And he's got it. Now Michael Norman's going to follow suit and all. Here comes the 7. Yeah, Michael Norman is by the 5. So RJ Bishop is slowly going down the pecking order now. He's down to 7th place. Now Matt McLean wants to get 8th place back. And he does. So RJ Bishop losing a couple of spots in the process. And you can see as well Stefan Papier is making a look on the 50 of Anthony McCrory. And they're 3 wide. Ry Hayden, Wes McCall and Brandon Ross all close together. Brandon Ross still showing in the 10th position side by side with Cody Lammers. There's Dylan Young, Joshua Collard and Ry Hayden almost such. And there's the first of the pit stops that's already happening. So Levi McIntyre is the first to come into the pits. Followed behind Noah Cars and Stephen Colon also. Danny Wells, Dylan Young, Jesse Turner. I was going to say Jeff Gordon, Kyle Matthews. And there was a few others as well. Christian Martin, Jesse Turner is also in. That's a slower car that's also into the pits. I think that's, I don't know who that is. And now more cars other from the leader. They're all coming into the pits as well. And I think Trent Dunham is in. Yep, Trent is in. Trek Torger, the leader, has just come into the pits. Matt McIntyre, Wes McCall. So all alone now, Michael Norman. So he's going to lead us a lap. And he will probably come out. Oh, he will probably head into the pits this time by. Indeed, he does. And out goes Dylan and Stephen and Noah and Levi McIntyre. But we've got to pay where Trek Torger is. Not good camera view there. Out goes Brand to Disco. He's going to be a lap down very, very soon. Out comes Martin. Out comes McCall. Out comes McIntyre. Out comes Dunham. Is Trent Dunham going to get by the 66? It's close. They'll race off the line. Here comes the other pack of cars that came out to the pits the lap before. So is Trent going to come out into the lead? Or will the 90 of Levi McIntyre will be? Here they come. They're already on the moves. Their tyres are already warmed up. And who's going to be leading then? Going into 10th free, it's Levi McIntyre. McIntyre leads the way. Noah Cars in second. And Stephen Golon is now provisionally in 3rd place. But we've got to wait until see the other drivers that come out. Out comes Norman. RJ Bishop is out. Wes McCall also comes out. There goes Nico Ketchum and all. And Levi McIntyre takes the lead. So McIntyre will lead overall. And Michael Norman will get into a spot there where he's just getting on it. Will the 93 of Matt McIntyre pass him, as well as Dylan Young, Danny Wells and Kyle Matthews just about. So then we've done one pit stop, well, 2 pit stops, but green flag, and Levi McIntyre leads the field. There's the lap cut of Nico Ketchum. He's going to be put a lap down. And now second place now belongs to Stephen Colon because no cars get held up behind the battered number 16 car. And Trent Toga comes out in 4th position. Trent Dunham in 5th. Matt McIntyre 6th. Dylan Young in 7th. Michael Norman in 8th. Danny Wells in 9th. And Kyle Matthews, like I said, started 35th. He's now into the top 10. The only downside, though, is with Matt McIntyre and the drivers behind, they have to deal now with the slow 16, while the leaders are going to have to contend trying to get by the slow car of Noah Hart. There he is, running in 14th place. He's the next car that's going to be a lap down, and Levi, he's going to get held up, nearly gets into Noah Hart, and now Stephen Colon is all over the back of him. So we've got a battle for the race lead now. McIntyre goes low, Colon goes low. Noah Carr's just about going low, as well as Trek Toga too. So they're going to get by the 18 pretty safely. Yep, indeed they do. And now their next target will be the 11 of Brandon Disco. So we'll give you a rundown then after pit stops that have happened. Trek Toga 4th. 5th is Trent Dunham. 6th is Matt McIntyre. Dylan Young is going around the outside of Michael Norman. That is for 7th place. Norman in 8th. Danny Wells up into 9th place. He started 26th. Then you've got Kyle Matthews in 10th. Matt McLean in 11th. Then in 12th place is Jesse Turner. He needs a good run. Christian Martin, the winner from Auto Club, is 13th. Brandon Ross 14th. Daniel Voiles in 15th spot. And he started 37th. Jeremy Tarkos, he started 39th. He's up to 16th. And the pole sitter, RJ Bishop, down to 17th place. And Seth Gould, who started the first, well, the only caution of the race so far, drives around the outside of Ry Hayden, and that is for position, and that is 18th place for Seth Cole. Ry Hayden, who led the early goings of the race, he's in 19th place. Dylan Pulte, who was involved as well in that first caution, he's in 20th position, and now Nico Ketchum's stuck in with these slower cars, and Jeremy Tackles is getting held up behind the slower car. Wes McCall in 21st, and Andy Crowley, who was in the top 10, he's fallen down to 22nd, and there's Nathan Hudson in 23rd place. Chris Summers is starting to fall down the pecking order. He's down in 24th position. Then you've got the 2 Andy Petrie teammates, 25th and 26th. Sam Oskin 27th, Richard Johnson 28th, Carson Gum 29th, Jessica Shelton in 30th, Paul Deemer 31st, Daytona 500 winner Charles Sanford 32nd, joint points leader Nathan Norman in 33rd position. Joshua Collard is down in 34th. He was like up at the top of the battle, but he's must have had some bad pit stops. The other joint championship leader, 35th, Zachary Fitzwater. So too is Diego Espina. He was battling in the top 10. He's down now in 36th position. James Qualls, 37th. Stephen Papies in 38th. And then we go back here to the leader. And now Brandon Disco was now the next car to be a lap down. And now McIntyre can slowly pull away. Noah Cars is up into second place now. So Colon has lost second place. Noah Cars is now into third. Now is into second place. And now Colon's going to get held up behind Brandon Tedisco, last week's runner-up. It's not going to have a good race here, as Noah Hart is also blocking the pack there, led by Jesse Turner. Brandon Ross getting pushed up high. So too is Daniel Voiles. RJ Bishop trying to get a couple of spots in the process. Let's get back then with the lead battle. Have they managed to get by Brandon Disco? Some of them have. Dunham, Colon, Cars and McIntyre. Now Trick Talk has also passed them as well. And now Dylan Young is now stuck behind the 11, and now he goes to the inside and laps him on lap 37 out of 54. Only one caution out so far, and that was the incident back at lap number 5. And they're 3 wide. Yep, they are 3 wide. Well, they just sorted out there to not being 3 wide. I mean, this gaggle of cars still getting held up behind Noah Hart. And it's going to allow the other drivers behind them to pull and catch up. Look at this gaggle of cars. Brandon Ross finally passes the 18. Now Daniel Voiles does, Ry Hayton, and now Seth Cole and Dylan Pulte are stuck behind. Ooh, it's the 50 and the 14 nearly touch. And now Jerry Batakos and Chris Summers have welcomed themselves into this battle now. And they're all still trying to get by the slower car of Noah Hart. Bit of a quiet race here for Nathan Hudson. 22nd place though for him. And there's Chris Summers. Like I said, Chris needs a great run. He's last in the points, so he needs to get a decent result. Oh, and there's contact, and someone spun around, and it's Summers. Chris Summers, and we were just talking about him as well. It's just not gone well for the Viagra driver, and he is spun around. And is that a caution? Is that going to bring out a caution? It does. It does bring out a caution. And Chris Summers, again, he was just a victim of circumstances. And, yeah, the caution is out for the second time. And it was for Chris Summers. And there was some contact as well, I believe, for Jeremy Tackles. And I don't know if it was Dylan Pulte as well. But anyway, here's a look at a replay. Oh, but before we look at the replay, will the drivers pit? Yes, they are. They are all going to pit. So we'll have a look at the replay after these pit stops. Again, that's probably not a good view. So here we go then. Everyone is going to come into the pits. So hopefully we'll get ourselves a green flag finish. Now then, what is the choice? Is it going to be 2 tyres, 4 tyres, fuel only? It's up for the drivers what they said to their spotter. So let's see what we're going to do. So Levi pulls into his stop. And he's going to put 2 tyres on. Matt McLean may... Oh, Matt McLean has just gone out. Was that just a fuel only stop for Matt? 2 tyres then for Levi. Noah Cars goes out. He does 2 tyres as well. Trick Torga, he goes for 2 tyres. A lot of drivers then go for 2 tyres. Yeah, I think it's 2 tyres. I believe the rest of the way. And RJ Bishop there goes ahead of the 11. So, yeah, it looks like it was a 2 tyre stop. But interesting decision there for the 93 of Matt McIntyre. He must have put fuel only. He didn't change any tyres. So, let's have a look then at the second caution. So, this is a replay. And I think Pulte was going to come down. And, yeah, he did come down. And then that's when the contact between him and Tackles happened. Nathan Hudson, he got a big piece of that. But then, yeah, Chris was just spinning on his own. Well, it wasn't on his own. He got helped. But it's not what Chris needed. Like I says, last in the points. He needed a great run. And, yeah, it's just not been his season so far for Chris, the former champion. Riding on board now with Cody Lammers. We saw him racing in the top 10 early on in the race. One more view. Finishes from Jeremy Tackles. They're all getting stacked up behind Noah Hart's Pontiac here. Okie dokie, so the safety car is going to pull into the pit lane, and yeah, we're going to go back to green flag racing again with about 10 laps to go. Interesting decision there for Matt McIntyre, probably a fuel only stop. Is that the right strategy? Will the Vaughan tyres hold up? We'll find out then. Matt McIntyre leads. Levi McIntyre in second. Trent Toggett in third. Noah's Cars fourth. Michael Norman fifth. Trent Dunham sixth. Danny Wells into fine seventh. Stephen Cole on eighth. Matt McLean ninth. And Dylan Young completing the top 10. Let's see if this strategy pays off then for Matt McIntyre. The green flag is out. We're underway. Looks like it's a good start from the McIntyre boys. Maybe not a good start from Dylan Young as he tries to have a look on the inside of, I think that was, who was that going to be? Oh, Matt McIntyre comes in. There's a fault. There must be a fault with McIntyre. He's coming to the pit lane. Oh, so too is James Qualls as well in the background too. I don't know if you noticed that too. James Qualls. Oh, well, we're too far back here. Anyway, loads of drivers then trying to get by the slower car of Bradley Tedesco, that is. Kyle Matthews finally found a way by. Christian Martin does. Dylan Pulte does as well. As we're looking at Charles Sanford, right behind him is Cole Diva. Right ahead of him is Richard Johnson. And there's Carson Gum in the 17. Ry Hayden, who we saw leading the first 5 laps up until the caution that came out. And he's down in 26th position. And Seth Cole, who started the first incident, is up into 12th. Now, Trent Torger looks like he was going for the lead on Levi McIntyre and didn't do it. Couldn't get the job done. And look at Jesse Turner in the 41. He's having a shot inside the top 10. Good for Jesse. Oh, look at Michael Norman. Look at these cars. The 7, 8 and 9 going 3 wide. So, well, this has been some great racing here at Las Vegas. Again, still the whole back of the pack there still getting held up behind Brandon Tedesco. Now Carson Gum is now stuck behind the 11. He might have gained a few positions out of all of that. Yeah, Carson Gum has gained... Ooh, Tedesco nearly came up on Carson. Now Nathan Hudson is trying to follow the same line as his teammate. And finally gets by him. So Carson Gum, I think he restarted in the 20s. He's now into 20th position, so that's good going. Nick Gunther, not talked a lot about him. Quiet race for him. He's up to 16th position. So he must have made a couple of tyres pit stop as well. Kyle Matthews down in 14th. Daniel Vales up to 13th. Seth Cole in 12th. But look at the racing here. We've got 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. As RJ Bishop is going to try and have a pass. That is on Jesse Turner. That will be for 10th position. Let's have a look at where the championship leaders are coming in then. There is Zachary Fitzwater in 28th. Right ahead of him is Brandon Ross. He must have not made a good stop for Brandon to be falling back down here. And where is Nathan Ormond? Nathan Ormond is there in 40th. So he may made a pit stop as well, because he's behind James Qualls and he had to pit as well as Charles Sanford. So a few people had problems then too. Anyways, we've got 3 laps of racing to go. Levi McIntyre with the lead. Noah Cars now is into 2nd spot. And Trek Torger in 3rd. Still anyone's race as Danny Wells puts a block on Dylan Young. That is for position. As we're coming up then to the penultimate lap. Look how close the back of the 66 is to the 44. 2 more laps of racing to go. 3 miles to go. Noah looks to the inside. Can he get his stick? But just look at the grip that the 90 has in the middle of 1 and 2. He just drives away from him. And look at the lead he's got. That's probably the win right there, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, out of turn 3, they're going to get the white flag. As Trent Dunham just goes by Trek Torger for 3rd spot. White flag is in the air. It looks like it's all going to be good then for Levi McIntyre. And the Jimmy Dunleavy team will be absolutely over the moon with this result if he can hold on. Matt McLean trying to look on the inside of Stephen Collin. That will be for the place in the top 5. I don't think that's going to happen just yet. But coming off of turn 4, 3 different winners in the 3 races. Levi McIntyre has won. And I've just hit it to the bloody pace car. God damn it. I wasn't paying attention there. But Levi McIntyre has done it. 3 different winners in 3 races. That was a good fun race. Well done then to Levi McIntyre. Well done to Noah Carson. Well done to Trent Dunham. Well done to these drivers there for keeping it green. More importantly, well done to Matt McLean finishing a race on the lead lap. Congratulations then to everyone that was involved in that fantastic race. And more importantly to Levi McIntyre, he is your winner. Let's get the classified results and also the championship points as we head into round 4 of the championship. So until then, we'll see you again next week for the qualifying. Oh, just before we go and see the actual results and the points, there was an incident that happened coming to the white flag. Look at the 32 here, the Stefan Papies. His car's a lot more faster than the battered car of Noah Hart. They get off of turn 4. You'll see the onboard with Stefan Papies, the closing speed that he has on the 18. And the 18 just... Yeah, and then they touch. And Stefan just gets into Noah Hart, and then he slaps the outside wall a ton. So that's Noah Hart's car. A bit more damage there too. So he's going to be really grieved by that, to be shoved out of the way by Stefan Papies. What's the closing speed here? Watch this. Yeah, just drove Noah into the wall. Anyway, that's enough now. And let's have a look at the official results and the points as we head into round 4 of the championship. So yet again, bye-bye.